Hello, everybody. My name is Kamora, and today, we will be reviewing the very last episode of Season 2 of Bubble Guppies. Season 2, Episode 20, Good Hair Day. In this episode, it's picture day and Gil needs to get a haircut after his hair grows really long. Now, this episode, I feel like it was a great way to end off season 2. It was an amazing way to end off season 2. It was just a good episode. I mean, it was. I was trying to hold in a burp there. I'm sorry. Who could have thought a episode about hair could end off a season so well? I guess Bubble Guppies did, because this season ended off on a strong note, a very strong note. So, our episode starts when Molly swims to school and she sees a hair salon, and apparently, which this won't be out of the norm. Next season, and I believe season 4 too. Molly is casually friends with people we wouldn't expect her to be friends with, like a hairstylist, Miss Jenny. I want to guess that the way she talks to her and talks about her is she's her hairstylist that she comes to like every once in a while, I want to guess. My guess. Yeah, and I like Miss Jenny. She's so sweet, and she calls Molly princess, and she even says, "Are you ready to get your haircut done?" And when Miss Jenny screams about how many people is outside waiting to get their hair done, and she asks Molly what day is it, and it's picture day, and she says that she has a lot of hair to do. So when Molly swims to school and tells everybody about picture day, everyone's asking about picture day, and are they ready for it? And I like how Dima says, "What is it?" And then ironically, Gobi explains about what picture day is, and he says it's the day that everybody has to get their hair done and takes a picture together. And then Gil comes in and says that I need to get my hair done too, and his hair his hair if you see in the episode, all I'm gonna say is it's cute. It's adorable. It's adorable. I can't help but smile when I see it because it is so realistic. It is so realistic. Just and all the guppies asking Gil, "How did your hair grow so long?" And Nani just says, "It grew," and which is true. Your hair does grow a lot. It does. And then we have our question segment about when you go to the hairstylist. Well, before that, I like how all the guppies explain how they like their hair. Gobi likes his hair short. Una likes her hair pretty with pigtails. And my girl Dima says, and I quote, "I love my hair curly, 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 like a bunch of golden cinnamon rolls." No cap. No cap. Her hair does look like a bunch of golden cinnamon rolls. And Nani, he just likes his hair orange. And then we have our question segment about what you'll do at the hair salon. They'll wash your hair with shampoo, they'll dry your hair with a towel, and then the stylist will cut your hair with scissors. And then we have our pop song, My Hair. If there was ever me personally, an anthem for hair, it would be this one right here, right now. It'll be this one right here. And I feel like this is one of these songs that's just playing on a permanent loop in my hair, like, and especially when they all become brunettes at one point. It's just so funny. And I like the lyric, "Make it blonde and respond with some bangs, 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 bangs." And I love how she wails, I love my hair." My girl Molly, she ate down. She ate on the, no crumbs left on the plate. Crumbs left on the plate. And I love next we have a shop segment with Dima's wonderful world of wigs, and instead of the guppies, we have Mr. Grouper. And and once again, Mr. Grouper doing whatever he can to involve himself in the guppies' activities. I love it. 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 I just love it. I love it so much. I love it. I love it. I really do just love it. And I also, and Dima, she's just the best here. Um, when she's like has a computer, and she has like showing Mr. Grouper on the computer, and we even get to see Mr. Grouper what he would look like with Dima's hair, and her even saying it's our most popular style, which is really funny. And then we have to help out Mr. Grouper because he wants a specific wig. He wants a specific wig. And tell me why we get when we look at the short hair, we look at a hair that looks like Marge Simpson. I'm even kidding. And uh when we find his wig, I love Dima. Dima, I'm telling you, she goes fabulous. I love her. I love her. I love her. I already raved about her last episode, so I'm gonna continue raving. I'm gonna continue raving about my girl. I'm gonna continue raving. I'm gonna continue. But yeah, it's just it was just really fun, and I love seeing Mr. Grouper in the shop segment. It was just really fun, and he didn't even have to come in to say what time is it because he was already there. And he was just like, "Oh, by the way, what time is it?" And then we have oh, I also forgot to mention I like Dima's line, "Ball is a fish," which I know deep down you could say that's an insult, but for some reason I can't. I can't see it as funny. It's just funny. And this is gonna tie in when we come back to the in the classroom when they're all playing. We have a lunch segment, lunch joke, and Nani got an ice cream comb. Not cone as in CONE, comb as in COMB. That's funny. Then we have our Molly and Gil segment, and Gil has a blow dry and he's trying to keep all the hair out of his face. He's using it. Tell me, whoever is active on the Bubble Guppies fandom, who remembers seeing this? Who remembers seeing this meme right here? Who remembers? Who remembers? Because I'm telling you, if you had to ask me a specific Bubble Guppies meme, this will be one of them. This is the top 3 that sticks in my mind forever. For some reason, forever, ever. And of course, things don't go as well as he plans, and he ends up getting, using a higher setting, and it just, goes haywire. It goes haywire. Poor Gil. And he's even gonna have a bit of more bad luck, a little bit with the girls in the classroom. Speaking of classroom, Una invites Molly because they're playing hair salon, and everybody in the scene is just playing. It's just adorable. Una brushing Molly's hair, her sitting at the vanity, just adorable. Um, Nani pretending to cut Mr. Grouper's hair, but he's just using his fingers. And I like how Mr. Grouper says only grown-ups should use scissors, and I like how the shop segment ties into the classroom because Mr. Grouper tells Golby, I miss being bald. And once again, Dima saying, bald as a fish, which is really funny. And Golby pretending to snip Mr. Grouper's hair back to his normal fishy self. And then after Dima finishes pretending on working on Bubble Puppy, she invites Gil to have her give a try at his hair, and then he says, no thank you, I want to get my hair done for real. And then she says, well, you just have to let me do something, please take a seat. And she invites Una and Molly to do something with Gil's hair, and he put a bow in his hair, and he is not happy. He is not happy. He oh, he is not happy. And I thought the fish got on Gil's nerves. I'm just kidding. Dima doesn't get on Gil's nerves. I was kidding with that. I was kidding. Then it's and I think I might as well mention this now, but there was like a toy from Fisher Price. If you don't know Fisher Price, they made a lot of the Bubble Guppies toys. They made like a hair like a I don't know what it's called, but it basically had like Molly, and you like put her in like her everything about her was hard plastic, and she had like a little bun on her head, and you could like switch out her wig. She had like a Una wig, a Dima wig, a princess wig, and they also had like other sets too where you can like mix and match. I wanted that set so bad when I was younger. I was so jelly to anybody who had it. Um um I I'm pretty sure, don't worry. If I find some clips, if I find some pictures, I will put them up. I will put them up. I will show them as I'm explaining this while editing this video. So, yeah, I was so jelly to anybody who had this toy. Anybody, just anybody. I was so jealous. Then it's finally time to go outside, and then we have, if I must say, the fan favorite, the fan favorite story segment of this season. If y'all know, it's because of a certain game. If y'all know, superheroes. Who remembers the game? Who remembers the hair? Who remembers the game? Who remembers the game? Who remembers the game? And yes, I will admit it, the hairball did scare me. He did scare me. He did. But who remembers the game? I remember loving it so much. You got to change the Bubble Guppy's hair. You got to like change the color of their hair if you want to. The possibilities were endless. You could give them cornrows, you can give them mullets, you can give them cute little hair accessories. And if you wanted them to like go back to their normal to their normal hairs, like they hair that like they do have in the show, you can just like use the shampoo. Just, oh my goodness, I love how in the game it's not just Molly, Gobi, and Dima, but they also added in Dima, Una, and Nani. I mean, yeah, Gil, Una, and Nani. I'm sorry. It just, oh my god, this game brought back so many memories. I used to, like, kid you not, I remember vividly on my grandmother's computer playing this game non-stop. Non-stop, because it was so much fun. I loved hair games when I was younger. I love doing my doll's hair still now that I'm older. So this game right here was just uh was just the future hairstylist ABCs, because this game was my everything, and this story right here is my everything as well, because the little hair, because oh my goodness, it was so action packed. I love it. Them using blow dryers as their little vehicles, um their little vehicles, um just the their hair power is Gobi's hair, so it's just short. It's great, like it's a great reflector. Molly's hair just being used as like, she's basically Rapunzel. She's basically Rapunzel mixed with Weather Woman. And my girl Dima, she's got super curls, and I kid you not, those super curls where she uses to make a bridge to get over to the other side of the building look like cinnamon buns. They look like cinnamon rolls, like she said earlier. It's amazing. And I love how much Dima's looking out for Molly when she gets her hair changed into a hairball, when she's like, your hair, your beautiful hair. Like, that's how much she cares about her bestie, right? She could care less about her hair, and she can care about more about her friend's hair. That's the type of friendship I love to see. People, girl power, they tag teaming. And even when Molly says, don't worry about me, after him, like, she said, girl, I could care less about my hair. I appreciate you for caring about my hair, but I can care less about it. Go get him. You're the only one left. Go get him. Like, girl power. Girl power, I'm telling you. And towards the end, the hairball, and I absolutely love I love his little I love his little villain jokes here and there, little snarky attitudes. Like, he's like, out of all days, and then Dima's like, what day is it? And then he's like, Frizzy Friday, girl. And then when he tries to psych Dima out, and then he was like, hey, I like it what you do with your hair. And then she's like, really? You like it? And then he's like, no. My goodness. And then with his little hair contraption, he was like, it needs sorry, it needs time to load up. Like, oh my goodness, this has to be one of the best villains in this, not just in the early seasons, but in the series. Like, because he was so fun. He was so funny. And I love how also in the game, just like in the episode, you could also change his hair too, which, so you have to ask me, I'm pretty sure this whole game is a fan favorite, if you had to ask me, because it's so good. I love it. It's an amazing game. It's an amazing game. This was an amazing story segment. You can't ask for more. And then we have our dance song. It's not the most memorable. Dima has the good vocals, but that's all I can say. And then once again, Molly and Gil segment. Gil has the hairdryer again, and then Molly tries to warn him. Didn't you have didn't you have I can't remember her exact quote, but she reminds him about what happened last time. And then he tries to say, oh, don't worry, I just had it on a wrong setting. And then he tries to click it, it doesn't turn on. He tries to click it again, but then it just cuts on by itself. And I absolutely, that's so relatable. Like, you click on something once, it doesn't work. You click on it again, it doesn't work. But then when you keep on clicking it, and then it starts working on its own when you're not looking, so relatable in my eyes. And then finally, Mr. Grouper and Una come to tell them it's time to go. It's time for picture day, and Mr. Grouper reminds Gil that he needs to still get his hair cut. And then they go to Miss Jenny's line, and it is packed. It is packed out there. And then Mr. Grouper says, well, we better go wait in line. And I guess casually, without anybody in the line thinking that the Guppies were cutting in line, I like how Miss Jenny's like, Molly, honey, I'm in trouble. That just made me smile because that's so relatable. And then she asks, how many people are waiting? And then all of the Guppies just say, a lot. But then, luckily, they agree to help Miss Jenny because, I mean, also, I forgot to mention this in the when they were playing in the classroom. Nani was a little receptionist in their little play hair salon, and he's also the receptionist in Miss Jenny's salon, which I love that. I feel like if there's anybody who could be a good receptionist, it's him. Just honestly. And then I like how they get assigned different jobs, and to make everything go quicker, Miss Jenny agrees to cut. I mean, because she says, and I quote, "I'm a grown up." And then Molly and Dima agree to shampoo. Una agrees to dry the hair. Gobi agrees to style the hair, and then we have an amazing short song to end the season. Let your hair down. Let your hair down. And I love it. It's like a disco feel. I like it, like haircut. Whoop whoop. Everybody get your haircut today. Whoop whoop. I like it. It's really catchy. When it make you want to do a disco dance. I like it. And then with all the Guppies' help, Gil is able to finally get his hair done, and he's looking like the new man that he knows he is. And then finally, everybody's all pampered and primped up, and they can finally take the picture. Which, come on, look at this picture right here. Look at it. You cannot tell me this was an amazing way to not just end off this segment, but just to end off this season. I mean, look at the cameos that we're seeing in this picture. I'm gonna let y'all list off how many cameos you see, because I'm so happy we got to see all these faces this season, and then we're getting to see them at the very end. Just amazing. I love it. Cherry on top. Mwah! Amazing. And then last Molly and Gil segment of the season, to be exact. Molly's complimenting Gil on his haircut, and then he's just very happy that he has his haircut. He's just so happy. And then ironically, Molly reminds him about the blow dryer, and then he says, I don't need it anymore now that I got my haircut. But then Bubble Puppy, he just had to bring it in here at the last scene. And then Gil acts nicely, mind you. He was like, no boy, don't turn that on. But he does. And he gets blown away, not just ending this episode, but ending off the season with more hilarious, silly, gilly shenanigans to come. So, overall, this episode was a great way to end off season 2. I loved it. Season 2 was amazing. Season 1 already left a special place in my heart, but season 2 really, really, really knew how to amp it up times 2. And trust me, once we get to season 3, it's got to get amped up times 3, I guess. Times 3. Because this was the season that I watched right before I was going to get into school. Like, I believe, like, the same age range as the Bubble Guppies. So, for some reason, watching their adventures before I got into kindergarten, between season 1 and 2, always left a special place in my heart. Because at the time when I was getting enrolled into daycare and watching the Bubble Guppies around this time, I was just like, wow, I hope my school adventures are just as amazing as the Bubble Guppy school adventures are. So, yeah, I just feel so super duper happy that season 2 ended off good. And if I must, and a good season finale deserves a good rating, which is none other than a 10 out of 10, because that's how good the season finale was. It was amazing. And I'm just so super duper schmooper happy. I had to say that. Just ended off so good because I'm happy it ended off good. And I'm pretty sure you Bubble Guppies fans, fanatics, whoever you are happy that this season ended off good. Because I'm happy it ended off good. It was just a great season. But, stay tuned to season 3. Season 3 is gonna be an adventure. It's going to be an adventure. Trust me. The first few episodes in next season are gonna be pretty subtle, but when we get to the next half, it's gonna be a whole roller coaster. People. But yeah, before I sign off, I just want to say a couple of things. I want to thank you all so much for just joining me on this season 2 journey and leaving all your thoughts and opinions on what you thought of this episode down below. All of your theories, all of your favorite moments, all of your favorite like moments in the episodes that left a special place in your heart. Getting to talk about how some of these episodes made me relate to certain things as a kid, made me appreciate certain episodes now as a young adult. Just season 2 will always be an amazing season to me, just as season 1, and season 2 will just always leave a special place in my heart because I feel like it was around a time I was starting to get older, a little bit older, and it just made me feel something. It made me feel like certain cartoon characters were getting me ready. For a very special time in my life. So, yeah, season 2 will just be that season where I'll just cherish for how amazing and how great it is, because if it wasn't for season 2 and how good it was, I would have never remembered this season. And I'm just very happy that this season exists. I'm happy this show exists. So, and I'm happy it did so good for it to get a 3rd season, which is coming next. And not to mention, but summer is coming, and I already talked about my new format. So, yeah, I just can't wait to talk about season 3, which will be coming. Season 3 review will be coming. The first one will be coming sooner than you think. So, I want y'all to get ready. Summer's coming up, and I know last summer I wasn't very active, But this summer is gonna change. I'm gonna have my spark. I'm gonna keep strong. I'm gonna have God on my side. I'm just gonna keep on going, and I'm gonna stay headstrong. So, yeah, without any further ado, thank you, my friends, for enjoying and loving my season 2 reviews. We can finally close the book on this season, and for the first time ever, I can finally say, tune in to me next time, as we will be reviewing our first episode of season 3 now. Season 3, episode 1, Get Ready for School. See you all next time.